WWE 2K20 released a brand new trailer with new gameplay in it, and get this, the gameplay is outdated. Let's take a look at the trailer and then we'll talk about it.
Today it kind of hit me, the impact of it all.
It feels good. You know, I feel like I've done just about everything you can do in this company and in this business now, and I was just kind of sitting back wondering when this opportunity was gonna hopefully pop up, especially a couple years ago, seeing Seth and his commercial and him being on the cover.
I went from main eventing WrestleMania, which is huge, and a life goal of any superstar, and to be the first woman to do it, and then to win 2 titles out of it. But you don't have time to digest it because the next morning you're doing media, and then you've got Raw, and then you've got SmackDown.
You know, once they broke the news to me and told me who I'd be sharing this with, and then, you know, the creative and the idea behind it, I thought it was a really neat concept, and I'm really proud, and just, it's a bucket list situation. You know, it's one of those things that every WWE superstar wants to do. They want to go to their little goal list and check this box off, and fortunately enough for me and the man, we get to do that this year.
And then you find out that you're going to be on the cover of 2K20, and you're like, wow, this is incredible. Another like monumental moment, and life goal, and another huge step for the women in this industry.
I've seen her since she, you know, signed with the company. I've seen her kind of go through, you know, her phases and her process, and it's really cool to see her, you know, kind of come out of her shell and become this crazy personality. She really is a beacon of strength.
Roman, I think he's fantastic.
You know, we are a company, and this is a business that's been dominated by strong men. It's pretty neat to see the shift and see it organically grow in a different direction, and to see the females just step in with no seams, no flaws, no hitches, and just to be able to do it the way they do it.
The crowd has quite the polarizing views with Roman, but when he's in that ring, he's so cool, so calm, so collected, so confident, gets the crowd invested one way or another. And then, of course, to have overcome what he did and come back within no time at all, like he's a real life hero. I had a little moment where I was, oh wow, no, this is real. This has happened. Doing it. Cover of 2K20.
Yes.
What's up, everybody? TonyPizzaGuy here, back again, and we just watched that trailer, and what an awesome trailer it was because we had outdated gameplay. Yeah, all right. If you guys are just stumbling upon here and you don't know how you got here, well, make sure you hit that subscribe button and stay a little bit longer. Sound off in the comment section below and let me know all of your thoughts about WWE 2K20, and hit that like button if you do enjoy this. So that trailer went out today. That dropped, and it talked about Becky Lynch and Roman Reigns, and they were kind of talking about how special it is that they got to be on the cover of WWE 2K20. What a glorious moment. But it is overshadowed by the fact that Becky Lynch had an outdated Titantron in the game. Also, can we say that the models in the game look a little bit weird? They do. They do. But before we go in and we dissect this and we say, oh, this sucks, this is bad, what is this? What is this in my games? I don't like it. Let's just talk about this outdated Titantron. So there's one and two school of thoughts here on this outdated thing. Number one, when you're releasing a trailer, I know that it got to go through an approval process, and they probably had to cut this together a while ago and then make sure that it's okay, and then they can upload it. However, I do think that they could have updated this video, because what I think, my opinion, don't know if this is true, but what I think is that this gameplay footage is from earlier build of the game. It's from an earlier development cycle of the game, but I'm not sure on that. I'm thinking that they have her correct the Mantron in the game, but they wait till the latest date possible to make sure all the Trons are finalized. That's just the way that I think the development cycle is. I don't know if this is a fact, but I'm thinking that they wait till like the last possible moment, and then they add all the most current updated Trons that they can in the game. And then from there, that's when they can put the Mantron. The Mantron? That sounds weird. The Mantron on the game, and we could put that in our game. I like it. I think I think Becky looks good. I think there's a weird issue with lighting in the WWE games, but I think that they can update the Titantron a little bit later, and then it will be perfect. Now, this just becomes an issue with the WWE games and how fast the cycle moves, is because they need to have everything correct when they release this game. And if you don't have it correct when you release a game, people are going to get upset and they're going to say, oh, well, why is this version not in the game? Why is this not in the game? Why is this not in the game? And then you just get people more and more and more and more and more upset. And that's where people get mad. And I've seen it with a lot of the entrances that have been coming out. Like they just released the Aleister Black entrance, and as cool as it is, I think it's pretty much the same mocap. I think it's a little bit longer, but the lighting is weird. And that's been a major issue here, is just the way that the game looks now. It's a very bad look for the 2K right now. And I don't want to be negative on this just to be negative, but I just want to speak on what I think about the current media and the current info that we're getting on this game. If you remember back in the day, IGN used to tweet out, they had a whole roster reveal. They would release screenshots of superstars' entrances and go up on IGN, and they would just continue to release that over and over and over. And you'd be like one a day until all of them are released. Now we know nothing about the game. We have no information about the game, and it's kind of lock it up, throw away the key, and you'll get the information when you get the information. So we're getting it sporadically, and it's you don't know when we're going to get it. You don't know what we're going to get. They just randomly drop things. Some of the things look good, some of the things don't look good, and it's kind of like, what is going on here? What are we getting? What are we getting? And again, I don't want to just sit here and harp on it and be negative just to be negative, but I feel like it needs to be talked about, man. I feel like it needs to be talked about. Yes, that Becky Lynch Titantron is probably older. They're probably updated before the game comes out. I get it. But why even show it off? Why show that off in your game if you know people are going to talk about it? Why not get a picture of Becky Lynch in the ring? Why not get, they had a picture of Roman Reigns in the ring. Why not get a close-up of Becky Lynch in the ring where you don't see that Tron? You can hide it. There's a million different ways you could hide it. And to me, it's just that they just didn't care. They just didn't. Whether whoever's oversighting that footage coming out just didn't think it was a big deal, or they just didn't take the time to do it. But I think that's a big issue with this game and the marketing that's going into it. And I had this going into it a while ago when I made my video saying that I thought the game could have been canceled because they haven't released any info on it. There was like zero info on this game. And that's a big issue. It's like, give us some info. Let us know what's going on with this game. And if there are issues with this and there are problems, just be transparent about it. Why not make a tweet? I know from a company standpoint, they want to not say bad things. They just want to make it look like everything is fine. It's like that picture of the dog. I think it's a dog sipping a cup of coffee and there's fire everywhere and it says, "This is fine." I literally think that's how they feel, like there's fire all around them. They're like, "This is fine. Don't worry. We're good." And it's not. And it's not. And it shows. There is got to be something going on. And I don't want to be like, "Oh, this sucks. This is bad." Because I hope for the best, right? Prepare for the worst. Hope for the freaking best, because I want this game to be successful. I want this to be something that's going to be awesome. I really do. I love the WWE Games franchise. I love everything. I love playing the game. They're awesome. I think, there's improvements they need to do, but that comes from a place from my heart where I love the franchise so much that I want them to make good stuff. So just put out some info. Just tell us, hey, we realize you guys want more info, but currently this is our current plan for marketing. Why not just say that? Why not just say, you know what? This year we're taking a different marketing plan than previous years. You're not going to see all the roster reveal. You're not going to see all the stuff that you saw before because we have a different marketing plan than we did in the past. Literally just say that. Hey, we have a completely different marketing strategy than we've had in years past. So this is what you're going to see. Our main focus is to show what we did. My Career, Originals, Showcase, Roman Reigns, Becky Lynch. That's what we want to focus on. That's our marketing strategy. and then from there they can go on. I mean, what we have here, the problem is that we have a engraved expectations in our mind. We have built-in expectations in our minds with these games, where we go, well, they did this in the past, and they revealed this information in the past, and they did this thing on IGN in the past, character roster reveal thing in the past, and we're not getting it this year, so something's got to be wrong. And that's what we get. And that's what we get. What are we to believe when stuff has happened in the past? We're not getting it now. Makes us think, uh-oh, something's got to be wrong. We've got to have some problems. But it's probably not the case. It's probably not. They probably just took a different marketing strategy, and all they need to do is come out and say it. In a day and age in gaming where you have Twitter and you can be very transparent with what's going on, being upfront with your information and being open and honest with your core fan base, the hardcore fan base, and just say, yo, this is what's going on. Sure, you want the roster reveal from IGN. Sure, you want all this, but that's not what we do anymore. That's not our marketing strategy. We don't do the IGN roster reveal anymore. That's not a thing we do. That's not our strategy. We have a core strategy. We're going to stick to it, and this is going to be our plan. So just do that. Just come out and say it. Just say that. Put everybody's minds at ease, because when you get nothing, people think the worst, and it's not a good look. So anyway, guys, let me know what your thoughts are about the outdated gameplay. I don't know. Good, bad, ugly. Who's to say? We'll have to wait and see. But anyway, guys, if you do enjoy this video, make sure you smash like. Leave your comments in the comment section below. And as always, I'm TonyPizzaGuy. We will see you in another video.